Good morning, great Americans. It's another great American video from the bunker in Kentucky. And as is very often the case, my video is unscripted, unprepared. I'm totally unprepared. As always, or as almost always, I see something online that pisses me off, and I immediately plug in the camera and I react immediately. No prep, no nothing, just a big giant shot of coffee and away we go. And so what I saw this morning, I can't believe that I'm actually getting angry at this person online, because usually she's pretty good. And I would say for the most part, she's still pretty good for the most part. She's done a lot of great things, and I like. But recently, she said a couple of not so nifty things. But the other day, she said something totally unacceptable. And this is Candace Owens, and I'm very disappointed. And here's what she said. She was speaking to some pinhead named Leon McCollum, and she says, this is what she says. I'm reading the tweet, and I'm paraphrasing here. She said that she's okay with Vivek Ramaswamy or Thomas Massie for Trump's vice president pick, but she says that if Trump chooses Mike Pompeo, Tom Cotton, or Nikki Haley as a VP, she will not vote for Trump. Now, that is unacceptable. Biden and these socialist, quasi-Marxist Democrats are destroying this nation. I mean, Biden has brought us to the brink of utter destruction by every metric you can measure. This is no longer just a Gore versus Bush or Carter versus Reagan. This is utter destruction versus Trump. There is no excuse for not voting for Trump, especially if it's because he's going to pick Mike Pompeo. I mean, hey, Candace, I know you're probably not going to see this video, but who the fuck do you think you are, holding us, this entire nation, hostage just because you don't like Mike Pompeo? You would gladly see Biden win the election and destroy and complete his destruction of this nation just because you don't like Pompeo or Nikki Haley? Really? Really? That's all it takes to get you to not vote for Trump, is the fact that he picks Pompeo? You know, go to hell, you and everybody who thinks like you. This is no longer, okay, this is no longer Democrat versus Republican and everyone waved their flag and all the stuff like in the old days. Democrats are the enemy. The Democrat Party of John F. Kennedy and Harry Truman no longer exists. It has been replaced by the enemy of this nation, a Marxist, socialist, extremist entity which is destroying the family, sexualizing children, destroying the borders, literally destroying this country for the purpose of building a socialist state on the ashes. And you're going to not vote for Trump because he picks Nikki Haley or Mike Pompeo? Screw you, Candace Owens. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. All right, you need to, you know, and that really makes me angry, because for the most part, you've done a lot of good things, but you know what? I'll call out anybody who, a good person or a bad person, who does a good thing or a bad thing, and you are way off the mark. This election, there is no excuse whatsoever for not voting for Trump. And I would say that whoever's the candidate, if it was DeSantis was the candidate, or whoever, you know, I would say the same thing. You cannot let Biden, you just cannot let Biden win. He has brought us to the edge, the precipice of the apocalypse, of destruction. So you know what? I hope that was just bullshit, and I hope she rethinks that. But there is no excuse for that. Okay. I would, you know, I mentioned a minute ago that Democrats are Marxists. I suggest that you guys, if you haven't read it yet, you need to read American Marxism by Mark Levin to understand why today's Democrats are Marxists. They're not the old Russian Marxists and communists. They are the Americanized version of the old Marxist and communist, and you will understand why all of their crazy policies, which don't seem to make a lick of sense, they start to make sense once you read American Marxism and you see the left's Marxist agenda in America today. But there's no excuse for not voting for Trump. No, none at all. And for Candace Owens to simply say, I won't vote for Trump if he picks Pompeo or Haley is out of line and unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. You need to retract that, Candace Owens. So that's that. Independence Day is coming up in a few days. Everybody have a great 4th of July. I got to squeeze in one more video about taxes here, so I'm shutting this one down. I would squeeze them together, but it's too much. I'm actually going to spend the 4th of July over there where Abraham Lincoln was born. So I've never been. I actually live pretty close by, so I'm going to go over there. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great Independence Day, 4th of July holiday. And I will see you in the next great American video. Adios, muchachos.